Happy New Year's, everybody, and welcome back to the Mitten State. Today, we'll be chasing the Lake State Santa train. I never really chased this train before, because I never really had the time to do it. On December 5th, 2025, I came from campus straight to Birch 1. After getting out of class, I decided to pack my bags, head up to northern Michigan to chase the Lake State Santa train. As I was in lunch break, as I got word on Facebook that Lake State Railway 1776, the 250th year celebration unit, would be leading on Lake State's Railway Santa train in 2025. So let's get started here in Birch 1, Michigan. At around 5:15 p.m., I made it into town while the train was stopped south of town, and his arrival getting into town would be around 5:30 p.m. Lake State 1776 would be leading the train, as this was the first night that we would be chasing the Lake State Santa train. We'll be starting our chase from March 1 to Bridgeport on December 5th, 2025. And then the next day, December 6th, 2025, we would be chasing it from Standish all the way up to Grayling on the Saginaw sub and Mackinaw sub.
I'm guessing you go first and
They stopped. Yeah, right? 1, 2, 3, We're going to get a picture.
We'll be heading north in a little bit to get the train as they
After we would get the train going into town of Birch 1, we decided to go to a crossing north of town to get them moving again. And this time, we will actually start the chase north of Birch 1. After getting the train over by Judd Road north of Birch 1, I decided to head over to Curtis Road with the boys to catch the train again. After getting the train over by Curtis, I decided to head over to Black Mur Road to parallel the train to get some pacing shots of it before ending the chase going northbound before the next morning. After getting the train of Curtis, I decided to pace the train a mile and a half on Black Mur Road. It's the next morning, December 6, 2025. Me and a group of friends have decided to get up at 6:30 in the morning after getting back to my friend's place at 1 a.m. We started the chase at South Huron Road, south of Standish, Michigan. There's the Grinch on the train. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and the train is about to get into Standish. They had to stop him by the Standish grain elevator to have him sit there for the next 20 minutes. 20 minutes has passed. The train starts to move again. We are at West Beaver Avenue and Standish to catch the train by the Standish Depot. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and the train has arrived into Standish.
When the train comes, stay behind the railing, it'll come up through here and stop. So just let them do their thing, and the people get off the train, stay on the
Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the Mitten State. Today, we'll be chasing Lake State Santa train from Birch 1, and then we just chased it up to Standish, Michigan on the Mackinaw Sub. There it is behind me. We'll be chasing it all the way to Grayling. So let's get started here in Standish, Michigan.
Okay, we're going to do a test here in a minute.
After getting the train going into town, we decided to get the train again outside of town. We got a crossing north of town called Wheeler Road, north of Standish. After getting the train over by Wheeling Road north of Standish, we decided to head to Railroad Street in Stirling, Michigan to get this shot of the train going by the farm north of town. And positively, if you can hear the RS-5T, our friend named John was blowing the RS-5T from his car. After getting a shot with the train by the farm, we decided to go to our next spot, Jack Pine Trail, just south of Alger. We decided to get him here. Well, it's not just the snow, it's also just the train as well. With the snow that we have gotten, which is about 20 inches, we decided to get a long distance shot with the telephoto lens that I got from Damon that he's allowing me using for the day. With 1776 blowing for Jack Pine Trail, here it is. Our next spot that we decide going to is one of Lake State's defect detectors that are in Alger. Yeah, this will basically be the last spot before going into West Branch. With 1776 and the Santa train flying north by the defect detector,
LSRC Detector, milepost 46.3, speed 37, no defect, repeat, no defect, total axle 2, total cars 5, temperature 2, 5.3.
Come back. This is my
after getting the train by the defect detector, we decided to head over to West Branch, Michigan for our next spot. And their next arrival into West Branch would be around 11 a.m. so they did not have to stop. They just slowed down south of town. We were passing Alger, and the train was slowing down, so that gives us a chance to get ahead of them. We made it to West Branch within 3 minutes to spare before the gates started to deactivate and started seeing the train going into town. As the train has stopped right by my video camera, I decided this is a perfect opportunity to get some pictures of the train stopped by the West Branch Depot. As 1776 is idling, sitting here in West Branch, me and the friends have decided we go get some lunch while the train was stopped here in West Branch till 12 o'clock.
Brent, what's your phone at?
11:15. We're sitting over in West Branch. Gonna chase him all the way to Grayling, like I said earlier. Sitting right next to 1776. After getting some pictures and videos by the train at West Branch, we decided to get some Taco Bell in town. After we would get some food, we decided to head over to St. Helen. After making it in town, we decided to go north of town by South Branch River to get a small bridge shot. However, we would have to pull over on the side of the road on M76. We made it there within about 10 minutes to spare before all the foamers show up. After getting to that spot and shooting the train there, our next spot would be Detector Road Crossing. Yeah, I do not want to ask why it's called Deckers. Anyway, we're about to catch the train at Deckers. It is by a Defect Detector. We made it here to Detector Road before the train showed up.
What means you're going to stop? Just you need to stop it. Pick a side.
Well. after Detector Road would be Walker Drive. Walker Drive is just south of Roscommon. Why are we here at Walker Drive? Well, we're about to catch the train stopping here for at least 45 to 30 minutes before the train arrives into Roscommon. It's about 1:20, and the train is not supposed to be due into Roscommon till about 2 o'clock. So, at this time being, they're gonna have Santa going into the train at the time being before the next show in Roscommon.
Hi, how are you? Wow, look at this. Wow.
Do you want to take him out of the bag and get the bag back, or do you want to get him out of the bag?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
drop that piece there.
Alright, made it to Roscommon Historical Model Train Museum. This is really nice. Really like the scenery here.
I've been in here before.
I've never been here before.
Over here was in one man's basement, the whole thing, from one end to the other.
Wow.
Started with a puller, press, and a hull roof, and down the line. He was 70 when he started doing it.
Oh.
There's the big one and there's the small one.
Yeah, we're gonna see that in a few seconds.
And then also this one, Brett. This one's like actually like somewhat historical.
What the heck is that thing?
It's a little Union Pacific, like. A lot of people.
Yeah. Wow.
New Haven. New Haven out there.
Yep. I had a feeling it was an outdoor.
After looking around the layout room, we decided to go back outdoors. And this time, it will be for good. It's kind of cold outside. It's been cold this whole chase. We're just chilling outdoors, and we heard something on the radio from one of the crews on the train that they're gonna start moving again, heading into town. And that means their arrival going into town is pretty soon. It's around 1:58 when we heard about that, so they're already moving. And here comes the train pulling into town while the crew was blowing jingle bells with the horn. It's about 2 p.m. in Roscommon.
Is there people on it? Hello. We getting our backs big over here. You see, they have a taffy buffet.
Cam was fogging up.
Yeah, we're gonna get a big old sugar crush, boy.
Cam was fogging up.
Yes. Heck yeah. Let's leave the rest of what we have.
Wait.
The perfect icicle. Tasty. Very demure. Very gourmet.
Yep.
Right.
After getting the train in Roscommon and chilling around at the bakery and candy shop, we decided to go to our next spot, West 7 Mile Road. West 7 Mile Road is north of Roscommon, and we're almost to our final destination. But we got 2 more spots after this. This railroad crossing here is 4 Mile Road. I've been to this crossing many times while chasing the Gaylord job. The last time I've been to this crossing was around July of 2025. I am back here on December 6, 2025, now shooting the Lake State Santa train by this crossing.
It really started to snow there for a second.
Where are you guys going? Of course you stop as soon as my camera boots up.
Of course.
Dude, we stopped right on my
Yeah. 4:30 as they are arriving in the last spot. We are back in Grayling, Michigan on the Mackinaw sub. This is our final spot of the chase. We will be back when the train gets here. Well, this is one familiar spot that I've been to before at the Grayling Depot in Grayling, Michigan. I shot trains a lot of times here at this depot. The first time I shot a train here when Lake State's 25th anniversary 4325 was leading on the Gaylord job. It was unexpected too because the 25th anniversary was not supposed to lead. But anyway, I just got lucky that day. Anyhow, we're back here getting the Lake State Santa train here. Although this is the final stop that the Santa train will be making. And this will be the final destination before he would go back south the next day. We will not be chasing it going back south, however, because by the time we get it here, our stomachs were squalling, so that means it's food time after getting the train here at this location. While Santa was getting off the train, we decided to get some pictures of 1776 in the train before ending our day in Grayling, before making our way back south.
Oh no, he's moving. Oh no.
Let's just go.
How far is he going?
We're all cold, we're all tired, let's just... Yeah, let's just go.
Try one more.
Let's just do a selfie. Selfie.
Don't try mine.
What the fuck? Honestly, hey, James. Selfie? Yeah.
Well, folks, that will end it here in Grayling, Michigan. We are on the Lake States Mackinaw subdivision. We have started our chase from Standish all the way up to Grayling. Started from 9 a.m. to 4:52 p.m. The train, Lake State Santa train, has arrived at 4:30. Lake State SD70, 1776, 250 years of freedom unit, leading this year's Lake State Santa train. I think we're going to end it here, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time in the Mitten State or Buckeye State, Wales.